As of March 2nd, 2020, more than 88,000 people had contracted the virus, with thousands of deaths. 90% of these infections were in China. Close to 9,000 of the cases had been recorded outside of China. But the WHO failed to declare the disease a pandemic. It explained why.
We appreciate that people are debating whether this is a pandemic or not. We're monitoring the situation every moment of every day and analyzing the data.
Around the world, experts advanced calls for countries to institute travel restrictions. But again, the WHO said this was unnecessary, again giving reasons.
There is no reason for measures that unnecessarily interfere with international travel and trade. We call on all countries to implement decisions that are evidence-based and consistent. WHO stands ready to provide advice to any country that's considering which measures to take.
But when thousands more continued to die, countries began instituting these travel restrictions. By March 17th, Europe was closing its borders. The United States had done same.
Coronavirus fears with only 11 U.S. airports now accepting flights from China. Contessa Brewer is at one of those, JFK International in Queens.
But at this time, the virus was almost everywhere. And this was the time China claimed it had flattened the curve. And now recovering, Europe had become the new epicenter of the spread. The United States looked into a grim future.
Because as I've said many times, and I'll repeat it, the worst is yet ahead for us.
The U.S. found the WHO's handling of the virus problematic. First, for China's lack of openness about the virus at the initial stages. It also said the WHO had believed China's official figures when the actual number of reported cases and deaths could be far higher.
We pay for a majority, a biggest portion of their money. And they actually criticized and disagreed with my travel ban at the time I did it. And they were wrong. They've been wrong about a lot of things. And they had a lot of information early, and they didn't want to, they seemed to be very China-centric. They called it wrong. They called it wrong. They missed the call.
For the WHO, this is only politics, one that the virus would take advantage of to spread even further. It's obvious that although the WHO stands to support its member states, countries around the world must take their destinies into their own hands and consider that any support from the WHO is only an adjunct to their own efforts. Fiifi Koomson, Joy News.